All right, y'all. Terry Rozier is receiving horrible advice. Absolutely horrible advice. Like, I don't know what he thought he was going to get out of this press run that he did today on ESPN. Him going to Get Up, him going to ESPN First Take. I don't know what he thought he was going to accomplish. But whatever he thought he was going to accomplish, he did not. Because I'm going to tell you right now, whether Kyrie Irving leaves the Boston Celtics or not, and I pretty much feel like it's a sealed deal. Kyrie is gone from Boston. And I think pretty much everybody that I know, that I talk to, feels the same way. But look, whether Kyrie's gone or not, Terry Rozier is out of there. Terry gone. They can't keep him anymore. For one, we can't trust you as a player to, every time you have a problem, you run to the media and discuss that problem with the media instead of just keeping everything in-house and letting your agent handle the business. But now you choose to go on television, you throwing teammates under the bus and the coaching staff, essentially, especially Brad Stevens. So it's like Brad Stevens not leaving. They're not going to pick Terry Rozier over Brad Stevens. So, Terry, you gone. For real. And let's be honest, he basically was talking about how, things basically changed. He thought, I guess, his career would go in a different trajectory at this point after last year, what him and his teammates did last year without Kyrie Irving and Gordon Hayward. Newsflash though, bro. Like, yeah, I like you, Terry. I really do, but you're not starting over Kyrie Irving. You're not getting Kyrie type minutes while he's there. It's not happening. And anybody with a clear mind could have told you that's not happening. I don't care. Your agent shouldn't lie to you. Your friends shouldn't lie to you. You're not going to get them max minutes. Yes, Kyrie had a terrible series, right? But at the end of the day, people would take Kyrie over Terry Rozier any day, Monday through Friday and twice on Sunday. They picking Kyrie Irving over Terry Rozier. It's no contest in that situation. And for him to go up here and say, first of all, that tweet that he made, talking about he sacrificed the most out of everybody, he don't care. Look, bro, you got to find a better way to do that. You got to find a better way to do that. Don't mess up your bag thinking that you're going to get the bag by doing that. Yes, we want players to tell the truth and be truthful at times, but at the same time, you got to be very careful about the way that you move and the way that you do it. Terry is not an established player. He's not a player with a rapport. He's not a perennial all-star. He will not be given the same benefit of the doubt that a guy like Kyrie Irving would had he had said something like this. He wouldn't be given the same benefit of the doubt that LeBron James would if he did something like that. Because everybody knows that when you get one of those players, you're getting a superstar. In LeBron James's case, a transcendent, all-time great superstar. Kyrie Irving will be a future Hall of Famer and is a really a superstar player. I just don't think Kyrie is a number one option. I think he is a number two option, a weapon. But either way, Terry ain't got that type of clout. Yes, I love Terry when he was playing at Louisville. I feel like he was underrated during that year. I feel like he showed vast amount of skill, especially on the offensive end. His offensive repertoire, he had moves similar to Dwayne Wade when I was watching him at Louisville. And he did his thing. Last year in the playoffs, he did his thing except that Game 7, he played terrible. But Terry feels like he's a starting guard. To that I say, okay, try your luck at it. Best of luck to you. I only think Terry is a starting guard on a really bad team. Truthfully, I think he's a starting guard on Orlando, the Bulls. That's my hometown squad, and really they would rather pick somebody else over Terry, even though Terry can fill it up at times. But who else? Who is he really getting big? He's he starting the Bulls? Miami? I don't know, but he not going to no big time situation and people looking like, okay, I want to put all my eggs in the basket with Terry Rozier as my starting point guard. Terry is a spark plug. I think he can do some great things on the offensive end. At the same time, I don't think he should have went about it this way, man. Like him going out and doing all of that, and when Stephen A. Smith asked him if the roster remains the same, if he's coming back, and he like, I'm gonna have to leave. I guess I'm gonna have to leave. I can't go through that again. What you mean? Like go through what? Losing? Like, I don't know, like, really, he just don't want to be playing in somebody's shadow. Last year, when he got his turn to play, he felt like, I can do this. I can help lead my own team with some other young gunners, and we can do it on our own. I'm not a number two guy. I'm not playing behind, another player. It's often hard for a former college star guard to, I guess, envision themselves playing behind somebody else. And Terry Rozier's man, he is an alpha. He is a dog player. He like, look, I go and get mine. I want to be that guy. I want to be it. I want to be one of the reasons that we win the game. I don't want to be the afterthought. I don't want to be the guy that gets those minutes because someone's hurt. I want to be given the reins, and I want to be trusted to be the starting point guard. You're not going to start over Kyrie. I don't know what the hell he ever thought. That was not happening at all. And even, when you get, I guess he wanted to be on the court with Kyrie, get some type of similar minutes. I don't know. But either way, Boston was going to get him out of there, especially after this. He good as gone. Kiss Terry, bye-bye. I don't know, man. I think he probably, I know I don't think he really likes Brad Stevens. I don't think Kyrie likes Brad Stevens. I think Kyrie gets along with Jason Tatum very fine. They both did the Knuckleheads podcast. I'm speaking of Jason Tatum and Kyrie. I think they have a great relationship. The other guys, I don't know if they too much like Kyrie too much, man. I think they kind of feel like Kyrie is on his high britches or his high horse at certain times. And I think I think Kyrie got that Kobe syndrome too, that ability to isolate teammates and not really mesh well with teammates. The kind of like a reclusive guy, kind of like secluded from everybody else and do his own thing type of player. He seems like he has that type of personality, like Kobe. He not trying to kick it with folks that much. He gonna leave the league with about 5 friends and be cool with it. Like 4 or 5 friends and he cool. That's the type of personality that I think Kyrie has, and I don't think it meshes well with those young guys who aren't too far younger than him. They're looking like, okay, dude, I want to do my own thing. But again, I don't think Terry should have went about it in this way. I think he should have found another way to go about it. But this was not the right move. Like, for him to do all that, and then it looked like he was uncomfortable in the middle of talking about it. Like, he was second guessing being there, because when he was answering questions, and he was like half-heartedly answering questions and halfway, they're going to ask you to dive deep. You know Stephen A. Smith and them ain't going to play with you up there. They're going to ask you, who you talking about? When you say they, are you talking about Kyrie Irving, Gordon Hayward, Brad Stevens? Who you talking about? What did you mean when you say this? If the team remains the same, are you still going to be there? They're going to ask them probing questions. They're going to ask them deep questions for him to answer. They're going to bring the heat, basically. So if he wasn't ready, he shouldn't have went up there. He went up there thinking that he can control the narrative, like he got clout like Bron and them. And no, they going to hamper it down on you the same way they did Kyrie Irving after he decided that he wanted to be traded from the Cleveland Cavaliers. And I don't know, he seemed like he wasn't really ready to handle it the way Kyrie did. Kyrie, like, these are my questions, these are my answers, and I'm sticking to it no matter who answers it. Terry opened up more, and he kind of looked like he was feeling uncomfortable as the show went on, and they were asking more questions. He like, damn, I don't know, should I talk about this? Should I talk about that? But then he was trying to appear confident, like, I said what I said. Yeah, you said what you said, but dog, it's looking a little crazy, and they want to know more. What was different from last year to this year? He like, yeah, I think it was kind of like everybody, even myself, with certain attitudes and stuff like that. No, you talking about Kyrie Irving. You talking about certain attitudes certain players had, especially knowing that Gordon Hayward was inserted into the starting lineup, even though he was hurt and he didn't get time to I guess get acclimated into the system. Being he got hurt in the first game last year, and what's my man's name? Brad Stevens inserted him into the starting lineup, over guys that played well last year, just because I guess history shows that Gordon Hayward was a better scorer than those other guys. But nah, you got to let him ease into that role. You got to let him earn that starting spot. I would have kept starting the young guys that helped ride that playoff wave last year. And I think that was a big point where Brad Stevens messed up, trying to insert Gordon Hayward into the mix, and just instead of letting the young boys play and let Gordon Hayward work his way into the fold. But nonetheless, man, I don't agree with what Terry did. I don't fool with it, man. And I think he getting bad advice, man. I think this is the case of when keeping it real goes wrong, and you really, I don't know. He should have talked to he should have talked to somebody else. If his agent signed, excuse me, if his agent signed off on this, like he's a bad agent. He's bad. Again, Terry is not a high-profile athlete right now. Yeah, people know who he is if you really, really watch the NBA, but his name don't ring bells like that. So for him to be up there, acting like that and You know, like, and to some people, it's gonna come off like he was jealous, like he was bitter about, you know, the position that Kyrie Irving has and Gordon Hayward has. Like he felt some type of way, like he's jealous of it. And in a sense, it does seem like that because Terry won his own spot. He wanted to be like Kyrie Irving and lead his own team, be the head and starting guard. He feel like he's a starting guard. And that's great to have confidence in yourself. I'm not saying you shouldn't have confidence in yourself. I'm saying if he felt this way, he should have kept that behind closed doors, let his agent work out that situation with the Boston Celtics and see what happens from there. Not going on TV and trying to discuss and tell the whole world about the whole issue. I think he wanted to go on TV after that tweet went out, after he sent that tweet. I don't know. Sometimes I think young kids just want to be, I don't know, in front and center for certain things that they don't need to be front and center for. And this is one of them, man. I don't know, man. Terry he did not look good. He did not come out looking good in this situation. Again, he looked uncomfortable when he was up there when they started bringing their heat on. Like, he didn't want to answer these questions. He thinking, damn, why the hell did I come up here? And I'm knowing I'm really not prepared. You got to be quicker than that, Terry. Next time, you got to be quicker than that, bro. Because they gonna try to jam you up and ask you them tough questions that you may be not used to answering because you're not in the spotlight like that. You know, that heat, when it get hot, it's smoking in there. And everybody can't get out the kitchen in time. And I don't know, man. Terry may not have been able to get out the kitchen in time, I mean, you know. But him feeling like that, that's the way he feels. But it seemed like he's the type to throw players in his organization under the bus at the drop of a dime. When things don't go well, he'll throw his teammates and organization under the bus, even on TV, to whoever. It doesn't matter. And I don't know. And some teams may look at him with a side eye, like I don't know. I don't know, Terry. I don't really know. I don't know. I think I think he's gonna get signed for sure. But I don't know if he's gonna get the bag he's looking for with certain type of characters, certain type of issues like that. I don't know. People might look at that sideways. Again, they'll accept the type of character from a LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, Kawhi Leonard, because they know what they're getting from that player. They know they are getting a transcendent player. They're getting great players, superstar players that will help them or bolster their chances of contending or winning a championship. Terry Rozier, not so much. People don't look at it like I gotta have Terry to win this championship. His clout ain't the same, and he gotta recognize that. He should have approached that situation in a totally different manner, y'all. That's my time, y'all. Peace.